In Jerusalem's Old City, hundreds of Palestinian protesters have clashed with Israeli police for a third day in a row. At least 100 Palestinians were wounded. On Sunday, police gave the go-ahead to the annual Jerusalem Day parade, and that is a flag-waving display of Israeli claims to the contested city. Stephanie Fried reports from Jerusalem.
Tensions are running high in Jerusalem as Muslims mark the final days of the Ramadan holy month and Jews prepare to celebrate Jerusalem Day, the day marking Israel's 1967 takeover of Jerusalem. Violent clashes in Jerusalem between Israeli police and Palestinians have been ongoing for weeks. Israel's security chiefs are concerned that the Jerusalem Day flag march, routed through the old city's Muslim quarter, could spark widespread unrest not only in Jerusalem but also in the Israeli-occupied West Bank and Gaza. At least 2 rockets were fired from Gaza into Israel Sunday night in response to the current unrest in Jerusalem. Dozens of fields have burned after incendiary balloons were sailed across the border from Gaza to Israel. Israel's Supreme Court announced Sunday it is delaying a controversial decision around evicting Palestinian residents from their homes in Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, eviction intended to make way for Jewish settlers. The pending evictions sparked violent clashes in recent weeks between Jewish settlers, police, and Palestinians.
The National Commission calls on the international community and human rights institutions to take serious action to stop Zionist terrorism, especially when it comes to what is happening in the city of Jerusalem.
We strongly push back the pressure to not construct in Jerusalem, and unfortunately these pressures are increasing lately. I say also to our greatest friends, Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and as any other people can construct at their capital, we also have the right to construct in Jerusalem. So we have done, and so we shall continue to do.
Jerusalem's police commander says he will take a decision Monday morning on whether or not to reroute the Jerusalem Day parade. Stephanie Fried, CGTN, Jerusalem.
The U.S. National Security Advisor says Washington is seriously concerned about the rising tensions in Jerusalem. Jake Sullivan spoke on the phone with his Israeli counterpart Mir Ben-Shabbat and expressed concerns about the potential evictions of Palestinian families from their homes. The 2 officials also condemned rocket launches from Gaza towards Israel. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has weighed in and called Israel a terror state. Erdogan also says Turkey would always support Palestinians and urged Muslim states to take action.
Cruel Israel, terror state Israel, is brutally and immorally attacking Muslims in Jerusalem who have no goal other than protecting what they hold sacred, their homes which have stood for thousands of years, their homeland.
The United Nations Security Council will reportedly hold a private discussion on Monday on the rising tensions in Jerusalem. Diplomats say the briefing was requested by nearly 2/3 of the 15-member group. The envoys of the Middle East Quartet, namely the US, UN, EU and Russia, have expressed deep concern over the confrontations. The UN's Human Rights Office earlier called on Israel to immediately halt all forced evictions and work to ensure safety and security in East Jerusalem.